Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily Dvar. And here's a brand new halacha, 4 units for Monday, the 18th of April, which is Erev Pesach, 2011. Here's a couple of laws that I need to tell you before Pesach starts. On the first day of Pesach, we will be switching one important thing in our Shmona Esreis. For those people who daven the Ashkenaz way, you will be switching over at Musaf time from, you used to say Mashiv HaRuach HaMorid HaGashem, that's the praise of God that you say throughout the time that it is rainy. And now that the summertime is upon us, we will begin saying, if you're Ashkenaz, you'll begin saying nothing. Ashkenaz people praise Hashem during the year by saying Mashiv HaRuach HaMorid HaGashem, and then by saying no praise during the summertime when we don't expect rain to fall, this based on Israel generally. What Sfard people do is they switch over at the first day of Pesach, at Musaf time, from saying Mashiv Haruach, praising God for bringing the wind and the rain, and they switch over to saying Morid Hatal, praising God for bringing the dew each morning. Now, either way, the switch happens at Musaf on the first day of Pesach. However, it works a little bit differently if you're Sfard or if you're Ashkenaz. If you're Sfard, that's the one that's a little easier. What they'll do is they'll announce right before the silent Musaf, they'll say Morid Hatal. And that's an announcement to everybody to start switching over. And therefore, at Musaf, all Sfardim, if they announced it in your shul, will switch over to saying Morid Hatal in your Musaf Shmona Esrei. It gets a little weird for the Ashkenaz Jews, and that's because what are they going to announce? Nobody wants to get up and announce, stop saying Mashiv HaRuach, because who wants to say we're not praising God anymore for bringing wind and rain? It just sounds weird to say that announcement. We can't announce Morid Atal because Ashkenaz Jews don't say Morid Atal. And therefore, the most common way that Ashkenazim do it is they don't have the announcement. They don't start saying Mashiv Haruach, they don't start leaving out Mashiv Haruach until after the Chazan says the whole prayer for Morid Hatal. Special because we do pray for dew at this time of the year, and he says that at Musaf, and then the Ashkenazim, the first time that they'll start saying no Mashiv Haruach will be at Mincha, which follows the Musaf. I hope I didn't confuse you. Basically, Musaf is the switch over time, but Svardim switch over into saying their Morid Atal at Musaf exactly, and Ashkenazim, they switch over to saying no Mashiv Haruach after Musaf is done, and their first chance will be at Mincha. Sometimes in an Ashkenaz shul, somebody gets up and announces it anyway, and if he does make the formal announcement, then you do switch over at that time. Try to ask the rabbi of your shul what exactly they're doing in your Ashkenaz shul at Musaf, so you'll know exactly when to switch over. But the gist, just in case I lost you anywhere, is that the switch happens from, we no longer say Mashiv HaRuach, starting at Musaf, approximately on the first day of Pesach. Have a very meaningful Pesach, a Chag Kosher v'Sameach. We'll give you more laws on the other side of Yom Tov when Chol HaMoed begins. Thanks for logging on, and log on again after Yom Tov for more. Bye-bye.